Hello, everybody. Sarah Campbell here. I am so excited to share what I have with you. I have all of these little things, trinkets and whatnot, spread out all over my desk. If you've been a piano teacher or a voice teacher or a flute teacher or a guitar teacher for a while, you probably have gathered quite a few little moments in your time teaching. What am I talking about? I'm talking about these little things that students might bring to you as a little gesture of thanks or appreciation on their part. These often come from some of our young students. All right, so today I am here to talk about saving the moments and how to archive all of these little gifts so that you can keep track of them and then appreciate them years down the road. If you are joining me live, please say hello and tell me where you're coming from. I would love to get to know you. If you're joining me on the replay, don't be afraid to jump into the comments. I will be checking them out later and I will definitely get back to you if you have any questions. All right, so let's talk about saving the moment. All right, I have broken these down into a few different categories of things that you might receive from students or parents and how you might be able to save them. Hey, Tracy, I'm happy to see you too. It was so much fun in the webinar on Wednesday. Little hint, guys, that webinar that we did on Wednesday is going to expire tonight. So if you haven't watched the 5 Sneaky Things webinar, make sure you get a hold of that. I'm going to talk about this at the end. Hey, Rachel! Rachel's joining us from Maryland. Hello, hello. Okay, so my first category for this Friday 5 is, hey, Sarah Pepper, our thank you notes. We might receive these at different times of the year. I have a little collection of some of my thank you notes here. My students know that I love owls, so I tend to get a lot of thank you notes with owls on them, which I think is really cool. Now, thank you notes are easy to archive because they're normally signed by somebody, unless you have a really young student and they haven't signed their name. I even have some happy birthday cards. What I like to do with these is I take the ones that have some very meaningful things written in them, and I keep them in a little folder, and I just label it thank you notes. And if I ever need to get a little boost in my day, or if I feel a little bit down, I can open that folder and look at those thank you notes, and you just get this like instant feeling of love from your students, and it's really, really fabulous. Hello, Mary. Yay! I'm so glad that you got to join us live today. That's fantastic. Sarah, you have the owls. Sarah says she has the owls too. Aren't they cute? Yay. Okay, so thank you notes. Make sure that you save the ones that are really important to you. Put them in a little file that says thank you. Bring them out on a rainy day so that you can like give yourself a little boost. Love these guys. And all right, the next category. This is a funny category. I like this. This category is little trinkets. So I have received some odd little trinkets over the years. Some of them are like actual things that you might use in the studio. One of them I've actually shown on here before. And I've got my little purple frog. His name, by the way, is Professor Fragonagle. You can tell there's like a Harry Potter thing going on in my studio. So I've got this little guy. Now I haven't written on him yet, but what I like to do with little trinkets, because as the years go by and our memories get a little bit fuzzy and like more students go in and out of the studio, you might forget who gave that to you. So what I like to do is I like to put their initials on the bottom, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to put Abby's name on the bottom of this, and I'm going to write 2017. So that way that jogs my memory that, oh yeah, when like 10 years from now, when Abby's graduated and gone, I can go, oh yeah, I remember who gave this to me. And then students, when they ask about them and they see them in your studio, you can tell them the story about how you got that. Hello, Anna. Anna says that she saves her thank you notes in her piano bench, but she's cleaning that out today. Oh, and there you go. Organized. That's awesome. Tracy's like, go, Anna, get organized. Woohoo, we're all about that here. All right, so let's see. The little trinkets you might want to write on. This is another little trinket, and I'm going to try to hold this up so you guys can see this. You probably can't tell what this is. It's actually got a face. It's a rock. And it's a painted rock. And this was brought to me by a 6-year-old who was really excited about her piano lessons. And I haven't documented, but I know who it is. And I'm going to be doing this summer. I'm going to put Mari's name on this little rock because she brought it to me, and it just sits on my shelf. So. So do that with your little trinkets, document them so that you know who they came from so you don't forget sometime. Another thing that you might want to save are your senior announcements. When your seniors graduate, in my area, it is very, very popular to have these cards made up that have their senior pictures on them, and oftentimes like it has the like info for their graduation on them. So I have all of these. Look at how like lovely these students are. I miss them so much. I graduated 5 seniors last year, and it was just like super sad for me. 2 seniors graduated this year. So I keep all of my senior announcements, and I am actually going to put them in a scrapbook because I have an extra scrapbook at home, and I thought I would just paste them in there, and then you have all of your senior announcements from those who have graduated. And this might even be something that you want to keep in your waiting room so that people can look at and they can see how much you valued those students in your studio and how much you miss them. Oh, yay. Hetty, that's a fantastic idea. She says she's packing for a move. She took pictures and Instagrammed some of the special cards. Aw, that's really cool. Did any of your students get to see them? I bet they were super excited to see that you still had them. All right, so those are the other things. And then finally, I don't have an agenda written up for this one. I have a lot of paper little gifts from students. I'm going to show you a couple of them. Like some of them, like, you are the best piano teacher. You are very fun. And then what does it say at the bottom? From Greta to the best music teacher. Just reiterating that point there. This one's signed, so I don't have to document it. I know who it is. But there's some other things here. That like little drawings and things from students, and you know, there are no names on them, so I make sure to write their names on the back. I keep all of these. This is a lovely gift. I love this. Live, love, piano, and that's me. Very nicely done. And this is documented on the back. This was from Maddie, and it has a come in sign. She created this so that I could put it on my door handle and tell students when to come in. So I keep all of these little papers in another folder, and you know, that way I can keep track of them and look back on them. Sometimes I like to take these things and I put them on a cork board so that students can see them, and I kind of rotate them in and out so that students know that, you know, I hang on to those things. They're important to me. All right, so I have an assignment for you guys. I would love to do this with you today. I would like you to share a moment that you have from your studio. Maybe it's a beautiful thank you note that somebody wrote, or maybe you have some painted rocks on your shelves. Take a picture of that moment, and I want you to share it into the comments below. Take a picture of something that your students gave you, something that's really meaningful to you and that you look back on and, you know, it just makes your heart sing. I want you to share that with us today so that we can get this like little moment of love going on in the comments. I think this would be really, really fun. So please do that and add that to the comments. Oh, Tracy, great idea here. I'm going to bring this up. She says, it is such a good idea to save these together. Pulling them out on tough days will certainly put a smile on your face. Save them in a happy box. Yay. Yes, it does. This is like the best way to cheer yourself up. All right, so that is my Friday 5 live today, all about saving the moments, kind of organizing your studio a little bit and giving yourself a little boost. And then I wanted to remind you guys, I will be coming on live every Friday. Sometimes I have to adjust the time because of the lessons that I teach, but I always make sure to let you know ahead of time. If you want notifications for Friday 5 live, we can get that through the bot, but I'm not going to set that up today. What I am going to set up today is I wanted to remind you all that the Upbeat Planning Academy is now open. If you haven't checked this out, now is your time. We have a founding member rate that is available through the end of tonight. So this Planning Academy, here's how you're going to find out about this. I want you to type the word Upbeat in the comments, and the Upbeat bot will get back to you, and she's going to send you info about how to get that founding member rate. It is going to expire tonight. The It will be open on Monday, July 10th. That is when it's going to start. And you can get in all weekend long, and we also have our webinars open too. So if you were looking to grab a webinar and you missed it during the spring, we have our webinars open. It's kind of a little surprise opening right now. They are going to close Sunday night, so make sure that you get a hold of those now. If you guys have any questions about the Upbeat Planning Academy, please feel free to reach out to me. And as always, make sure that you send me a friend request, because I love being friends with piano teachers, so I would love to be your piano teacher friend. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I will talk to you next week on Friday, and hopefully I'll see some of you in the Academy. Bye, guys.